And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. Taken at the goal line. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. Now a first down throw, Tannehill. Under pressure, and he's going to go down. Tannehill sacked. Khalil Mack in there for sack number 85 of his great career, moving him past Hall of Famer Howie Long on the all-time list. So still 14 yards to go, second down. Another try after the first down sack. Tannehill. That's complete to Disley, the tight end. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes, your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
So they'll come up first and 10 now from the 33. First carry for Raheem Mostert. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Well, this defense for the Chargers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Kansas City.
They sure did, and the key number to me was total offense allowed, which was barely over 100 yards. That's a heck of a sign that this defense is really putting all the pieces together and doing it cohesively.
And he'll get 2, maybe 3 up near the 37. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Tannehill. A screen to Bell. And he is going to lose yardage here. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's fourth down. Here's Ty Long now to punt this one away. Back deep is Gunnar Olszewski. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. From UTEP, this is Aaron Jones. And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11. Play action. It's Jackson. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. It's a gain of 13 for number 13, and it gives him a first down. Throwing is Jackson. Oh, into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off at the 45. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. When I looked at, he was kind of shaking his head right after he threw that pass. So what did you see?
Well, from a defense's perspective, anytime you have your eyes back towards the quarterback, you're in a position to make a play on the ball, whether it's a big-time play by you or an overthrow by the quarterback. You have a much better opportunity.
Now a throw here to his running back. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down. Now a give to Mostert running right. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
Now the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. So they get half of what they needed. It'll be 3rd and 6 upcoming.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So a good kick there, and they put the bow tie on it with 3 points.
And let's face it, everybody wants a touchdown. We know that. But in the NFL, defenses are awfully good. You're not going to score each and every time. Be able to knock the ball through the post and take the throw.
By the way, I said bow tie. I meant just bow. Not the tie, but yeah.
Either way.
You got it.
I just went right past it.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
Here's Jones again on 2nd down. A minimal gain as we tick down inside of a minute remaining in the opening quarter.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Texans here on 3rd down, putting an extra defender in the secondary. Jackson. Setting up the screen here, Aaron Jones. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Now the offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw. Flushed out right. And he will be out of bounds here on what will turn out to be the final play of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And able to get this one all the way up to about the 46-yard line. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
A good run, got 7 on 1st. Here's 2nd and 3. Here's Jackson. He's letting it fly for Cooks. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Joe Hayden, the veteran, with a pick.
So that's back-to-back drives where they're throwing an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
They'll start on the ground with Mostert. And he'll maneuver his way forward for about 4. 2nd and 6.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want. But on the defensive side of the ball, you scramble a little bit. Now you're behind trying to figure out, do I need to blitz it? Do I need to pressure it? How do I gain an advantage on this snap?
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
And that nearly intercepted. Boy, for a guy known for his hands defensively, that's a ball he probably thinks he should have come up with. But instead, it's 4th down. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. To this point, the results have not been good. 2 possessions, 2 turnovers.
And that's obviously something that can't continue, but to go a little bit deeper on that one, I would think about some play calls now, not even necessarily to my best player, but to someone I can trust with the ball, try and get things settled down a little bit. That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And this may be a carbon copy as he'll again be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Officially nothing on that one, no gain, so they're left with still 10 to go on 3rd down. From the gun, Jackson. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. This is taken around the 12. And fights through one man. Great blocking on the return. It springs him for 25. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And it's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Yeah, if you're into the points per drive ratio, that answer is 1. And that's not going to get it done in a ball game. They've got to find a way to finish these drives in end zones, not having balls go through goalposts.
Tannehill's throw taken in by Miller. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And they'll get this down to the 10. Add the gain here to the previous play, and it's better than 40 yards total. On 1st and 10, Tannehill escaping the pressure right. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
That's complete. It's Bell. And the stop will come inside the 5 at the 4.
Boy, that one was well-read defensively, and this is all about diagnosis as a safety and being decisive because he saw it setting up in front of him, able to knife through there and make the play.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. They've been denied touchdowns in the red zone twice already. Here comes 3rd and goal. Here's Bell. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. They'll go for it with Bell. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. Le'Veon Bell with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. And it's no good. No, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This fielded right at the goal line. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Charger drive about to get going. And they'll take over with just 18 ticks remaining. Now Jackson on 1st down. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here's 2nd and 10. Jackson now. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Jackson. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They'll try and throw for it here. And he'll let this go deep for Lazard. Oh, for the 3rd time, Jackson going to be intercepted. Picked off by Jalen Mills. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So we've come upon halftime here in Houston, and it's the home team, the Texans, leading this one. As we send you on over to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports halftime report. Take it away, Coach. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Charger drive about to get going. And they trail here to begin the second half. What's going to be a key for them to get back in the game?
I think they're right there, and I think this game is still up for the taking for them because we always talk about turnovers. They had 2 of them in the first half, and once you start talking about if you have 3, 4, or 5, you know it's beyond difficult to try and win a football game with that. Those have to be eliminated. If they take care of the ball, they've still got a shot.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. And he'll grab a gain of 5 out of this up to the 41-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
A first carry now for Alex Collins. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. They got 5 through the air last play, now 5 on the ground. 1st and 10. They'll try the right side with Jones. Pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. And now Jackson will look to throw it. He gets it to Cooks. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Just his 2nd catch of the game so far. This one moves the chains.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Jackson on 1st down. He sets up the screen to Jones. And he's taken down inside the 30. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another 1st down. It will. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
They'll throw on 1st down with Jackson. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they move this all the way down to the 9. He was held without a catch in the first half, but he's got one here, and he also picks up a 1st down.
But look what we have here, a sustained drive, and that was certainly AWOL in the first half. They really struggled to try and move the football. But right now, they certainly seem to have the formula working. Let's see if they can keep it up.
He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line. He's hit pay dirt a lot this year, but not that time.
Yeah, I'm tracking right there with you. You're exactly right. He's found the end zone plenty of times. No way I can find any fault with the call. He may not have scored there, but of course you're going to give it to him.
Second down and goal. Jackson. And this will be caught in the end zone for a Chargers touchdown. Brandon Cooks, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers are able to make this a close game again. Extra point was hooking, but he does make it through. And the lead is down to 2. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. From just inside the 20, a short kick. And they're going to wind up with pretty good starting field position as they get it up past the 35. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And maybe some renewed pressure on this unit following the touchdown a moment ago. It's back to a one-score game.
And because of that pressure, because it's now a one-score game, they know this is where you need to slow the momentum change, because otherwise that could overrun your team. You got to be careful right here.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Once again, it's Mostert. First down and a little extra for Mostert. He gets it across the 50 and down to the 48. 16 yards on that one, and also a Texan first down. Play action, it's Tannehill. Out to his left. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. They hand it off to Mostert. And he'll go down right on the edge of the red zone following a pickup of about 7 or 8.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. Going to do it for this third quarter of action. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Now a 1st and 10 at the 11. On the handoff, this is Mostert. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. 48 yards on the ground for him so far. If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand they're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball? So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, lived to fight another down.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Le'Veon Bell with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans will extend their lead. This time, the extra point up and good. And that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. Taking it about the 1. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. Eluding the pressure right. This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Great way to start the drive. 20 big ones and a first down. A give to Jones. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And he whips that one incomplete there.
It certainly didn't appear that that's where he wanted to go with the ball initially, so he tried to get something out of it by dumping it off to his running back unsuccessfully.
The Chargers on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. Here it's 3rd and 2. Now it's Jackson. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. He'll dump this down to Matt Breida. Not much there, only a yard. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. You're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Jackson will throw again. This is Lazard with a catch out left. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
Well, every drive from here out is definitely crucial and critical. They know that they need to get at least 3 here to get it back to a one-score game. But I can't imagine that in their huddle that they're thinking at all about getting a field goal. They want to get into the end zone and then try and get the ball back again.
Quick hitter here. It's complete. Touchdown, Chargers. Russell Gage, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Chargers have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Rosas to add the extra point. And it's good. It cuts it to 2. 16-14 our score. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Pulls it in at the 13. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all of their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
The Texans on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Tannehill. Throwing into traffic there, and that's complete. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. From the gun, a run with Mostert. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. And now, defensively, they're going to burn their first timeout. Remember, they get an extra time built in coming up here shortly at the 2-minute warning. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting 3rd and about 4 to go. And his defense here going to burn their 2nd timeout. But you can also factor in another timeout that they'll get when the clock stops at the 2-minute warning. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And he's going to be taken down here still a couple yards short of the first. Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Two minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. That one a backbreaker as they wind up converting there on 4th. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And a solid run down inside the 30. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining. So they come up on 2nd down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. Now it's Tannehill. Caught here by Bell. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. A gain of 5, good enough for the 1st down. Now a draw play. This is Bell. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up. 6 yards left on 2nd down. Tannehill going to throw it. Steps away to his left. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. The heavy set out there. 3 tight ends in the formation for 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. It's 1st and goal, and a late touchdown at this stage could officially salt this one away. Showed off the toughness, but still corralled shy of the 5 at the 6. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Tannehill. They'll roll him out right. And he's across for the late touchdown. And in the final seconds, that one should just about put a capper on this game.
And that touchdown should make you feel comfortable. But do you really feel like it's totally over yet?
Not totally, but I think you're pretty much there.
Yeah, you've still got to make sure you stay with it, do all the right things down the stretch, especially on defense. But that touchdown there, you've got to feel good about your chances.
Parkey adds the extra point, and that makes this a 9-point game. Now after the score, it's Parkey on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Charger drive about to get going. They have a little bit of time left here, but this one not going to go their way.
And this is where, in this situation for me, you just go ahead and run out the clock, shake hands, congratulations, and move on. Because now You're not going to make up for what's happened during the game in this last sequence.
We'll see what they do here in this last sequence.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe you can expect more passes like that downfield. Jackson. It's complete, Lazard. And they work this well upfield across the 45. So Houston going to come away here with the victory. And they've got to feel good about this performance. I think you'd agree, matched up against a top 5 defensive unit in the league, and they pretty much had their way.
Yeah, that was the interesting part about it, because normally when we see this defense play, they have their opportunities, and they make their plays, don't they? They knock them back on their heels. They take the ball away. They change field position. In this case, what you said is so apt. They had their way with them, took it to them, and knocked them back on their heels and surprised the heck out of them.
So for the Texans, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, for the Chargers, it's a bad time of year to take a loss like this as they drop to 10-5. And they'll look to get back on track next week as they travel